Now, to continue with all the winners and champions and losers mentality, there's another thing that may be happening right now, that for the winning mentality, we can see people that are trying to grab different activities like journaling and cold tubs and going to the gym, etc., and adopting those practices into their life. But now, a few people think that if you are not doing those things, that immediately transforms you into a loser. Like, oh, he's not going to the gym 3 hours per day, he must be a loser. He's not working 27 hours per day, so he may be a loser. It's like a toxic side where basically everything that you are not trying to do makes you a worthless piece of shit. And that's not how things work. So the question is there really some kind of mindset that may transform you into what they call a loser, or that make impact in a negative way in what you want to achieve in life? From my point of view, I do think that there's certain attitude that you need to take with your life in order to achieve the things that you want. Like, you need to take responsibility. You need to take the responsibility to move yourself from the point that you are towards the place that you want to be. But in the other side, there's some kind of mentality about the, oh no, everyone is having a great time because they are lucky and I am not. So, at least from my point of view, in the moment that you don't take that responsibility and you feel that everything is up to luck, you don't have an amazing life because your luck is not good. Or if you see someone that you were rooting for, but in the moment that they succeed, you say, oh, it's because you're lucky, bro. That's kind of condescending. And I think that's a very negative or limiting way of seeing life in general. Why? Because everything takes effort. Even when you are lucky, you need to use that luck. And in the moment that you start to complain about how things are, but you are not doing anything to change all that stuff, it's like, it's not that you are not lucky, it's that you are not doing anything. Luck is something that happens when action means opportunity. To explain this, I'm going to put you an example that I don't remember what's the source for this example. I just modified it in my way and I'm going to share it with you. Imagine that you want to see a shooting star, okay? You want to go to the sky and see the star moving. Good, amazing. But someone comes to you and they say, you know what? The probability of you seeing a shooting star is one night in an entire year. So that means that there's only one shooting star in 365 days. But you say, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to find that shooting star. So you go and every night you stay all the night looking at the sky, drinking coffee, fucking up your schedule, and you know what? You find it. There's one day, it doesn't matter when, but you find it. And you have in your eyes, in your memory, that you found that star. Maybe it was in the day 364. Maybe it was in the day 27. Maybe it was the same day that you say, you know what, I'm going to do this. But the thing is, you needed to go and do it. And then someone will come to you and they will say, ah, that's because you are lucky. I'm not lucky. It's not luck. Why? Because I had 365 opportunities to see that shooting star. And if it happens on the day 364, yes, this day I came here and I say, hey, you know what? I saw the shooting star. And if they say, okay, you are lucky, I am not lucky because I spent 364 days looking at the sky, fucking up my schedule, ruining my life, drinking too much coffee in order to just have a glance of a shooting star. Is that luck? That's not luck. That's exactly the moment when action means opportunity. And that's when luck begins. But the other people, the other one, the one that wasn't with you through all those nights, they don't know all the nights that you stayed awake looking at the sky. They don't know. They will never know. Because in those nights, you didn't do anything. There wasn't a result over there. But just the one, just because you have a probability of 1 in 365 is because you're lucky. But aside from the winner side, that mindset of thinking that, okay, the other person is lucky, or at least luckier than me, is what may have a bad effect in your life. There's two kind of ways of seeing life. Like, if you see someone that saw a shooting star, you can say, hey, if he can, that means that I can do it too. And then you can go and stay the 365 days awake just looking at the sky. But the mindset, the thing is, yes, the other one is human. The other one can do it, then I can do it too. It's that easy. But also, with that term, we can say, okay, Elon Musk is a human, so I can send rockets to Mars. You may be able to do that. But at the same time, you need to take into consideration all the things that it takes. Like, for example, the same way with a shooting star. You know that it's 360 days, but maybe you are 50 days in and you say, you know what, this is not for me. But just by trying those 50 days, when you even realize that, okay, this is not working for me, that you can do it. Like, you need to put the effort. And then it's a decision of if that's your path or no. Of course, putting Elon in this example may be too much for the example itself, but imagine that you say, okay, I will do it with videos. Imagine that you see a YouTuber. You can think like, oh, that's because they are lucky and they are funny and they are this and that. But you can do that too. You can turn on the camera and start recording. You have a phone. You do. So you can do it by yourself. This is very normal for me also when I was working as a game engineer, that some people come to you and they say, oh, it's so hard to enter to the industry. You're so lucky. I am not lucky. I started to work by myself for free. I created my portfolio without knowing what I was doing. I sit down and study. I made videos. I made enough evidence to be able to say, I can do this. And I start from zero just because I believe that if there's people that may be doing this, it's because I can do that too. And that's the mindset that you can apply for everything. There will be moments, there will be goals that of course will be bigger, and that's the part of it. And even if you want to aim for the biggest of the biggest, it will take effort. It's that easy. Now, what matters is how far do you want to go? And believe me that even if you don't arrive to the place that you want to go, just by trying is give you so much perspective, so many more opportunities that that will make everything worth it. So if I can say, is there a winning mentality? Is there a loser mentality? I think that is extremely simple. The winning mentality is as simple as I need to do the thing that I need to do and I'm going to do that. And for the loser mentality, in the opposite, is just thinking that everything is about luck. If you are not having the best time, it's because you are not lucky. These are your cards. There's nothing that you can do. This is how it is. The only thing that I can do is complain, and everyone is having such a great time. But me, this is how it is. That's it. You can take responsibility. There's nothing else to do, like just doing the fucking thing. And also, a very nice quote that Alex Hormozzi said, that even Jimmy Carr is saying sometimes on his shows, is that you don't become confident by shooting affirmations in the mirror. You become confident by having undeniable proof that you can do the thing that you say that you can do. And the only thing of doing that is by just doing the fucking thing. Another quote from Hormozzi: thinking about the thing is not doing the thing. Complaining about the thing, in this case, is not doing the thing. So do the fucking thing. That's it.